Hello everyone, my name is Vaina Ravesa, and today we'd like to talk about two interesting topics. The first one is preparation for interpreting assignment by Barbara Dumorel. Preparation can be defined as taking steps aimed at obtaining and acquiring knowledge related to a specific interpreter-mediated event. It is believed that preparation speeds up information processing. Preparation helps interpreters to recognize cognitive and linguistic elements faster when they are used by speakers, and to find equivalents easier in the target language. In other words, it reduces cognitive overload. There are several types of preparation. Barbara cites the classification of fields in 2009 to explain three types. The first one is advanced preparation, where interpreters are provided with documents and materials in advance. The second one, last-minute preparation, which happens when materials are shared with interpreters only in the conference just before the event. And in conference knowledge preparation, which takes place after the conference starts. Another important point is that interpreters should prepare themselves with more than just terminology. They should consult different materials in order to create an image of the topic and not just use glossaries. In that sense, they can create an image of the topic. They can build a study base with elements such as list of participants, a speaker's profile, early speaker's speeches, websites, and reference documents. That way, they can implement a strategy of anticipating, which consists in guessing certain expressions and words based on the language knowledge and the context. On the other hand, ethics and shared responsibility is also very important. Interpreters can't accept an assignment if they do not have the necessary qualities to complete it properly. The development of interpreting assignment is a responsibility with the client. However, by preparing and training, interpreters can be able to complete assignments which they couldn't do in the past. It is believed that preparation helps interpreters to do their job better. Authors like Gill in 2002, Will in the same year, and Dion in 2013 argued that specific knowledge, terminology, and other resources facilitates the development of the interpreting assignment. However, this is still an hypothesis. Barbara explains some studies that try to confirm this theory. One of the first experiments in this area was conducted by Lisa Anderson in 1979, and surprisingly, it was not confirmed that preparation actually improved the activity of interpreting. Anderson commented that possibly the text selected wasn't challenging enough to prove the relation between preparation and quality. Another experiment has been recently carried out by Stephanie Gallas in 2012. This time, it was confirmed that students and professionals perform better if they have the opportunity to get prepared. Now, the second topic I would like to talk about is the interpretation into a body language by Adriana Niago. According to Adriana's presentation, it is necessary to consider that, as a prerequisite of interpreting practice, language proficiency is often a debated topic in literature of conference interpreting. It is part of the notoriously inherent difficulty of interpreting practice that goes beyond language proficiency, involving a complex mix of competencies. Nevertheless, unlike other areas that require full professional language proficiency, interpreting is a field that does not take expertise in a body language for granted. Okay, now we can explain the next point: different views and common misconceptions. Whereas in most professional settings a near-native command suffices, better still is regarded as the ultimate mastery. This horizon of expectation has cast significant doubt on return, a type of interpreting involving working from one's mother tongue into one of the active languages. A distinction that interpreters' theory traces very firmly is that between active and passive languages, active languages typically being described as the languages into which the interpreter interprets. On the AB language conundrum, the position of the International Association of Conference Interpreters is clear. irrespective of the interpreter's degree of proficiency. The quality of interpreting will inevitably be highest when one works into one mother tongue. The following point into Adriana's presentation is the cross-cultural advantage. It is not perfect bilingualism, but keen insight into the culture that enables the return interpreter not only to render a nuanced message in the language. The same cannot be expected from an interpreter who has recently added a passive language that she or he is still tentative about. Whereas adeptness and transition from novicehood to expertise varies from one language user to another, it is unanimously agreed that it takes a considerable amount of time, exposure, and practice for a user to acquire an in-depth understanding of the subtleties of the newly added language. Thank you very much. Of the newly added language. Thank you very much.